Next topic in our inheritance topic is superclass variable. So what is superclass variable is from the subclass you can refer your superclass variables and methods. For that we can use this keyword called as the super keyword. So this particular super keyword having for the word nothing but referring immediate parent class object. So whenever you create instance subclass, an instance of parent class is also created implicitly that is referred by your superclass reference variable. So basically, the superclass reference variable is having three purposes. The first one is superclass can be used to refer immediate parent class instance variable, and second one is superclass can be used to invoke immediate parent class method, and third one is super can also use it to invoke immediate parent class constructor. So let us see these three uses by using different programs. So let us see the first one. Now here I have a class called as animal class. In the animal class I have one variable called as string color. So you can use this. So string color variable I have. Color is equal to, now I have the value white. Now this particular animal class is extended by another class called dog class. So the dog class extends animal class. So dog class is also having its own color value, but its color is black. Now here I have one method is there to display. Now for example, what is my intention is I want to print both the animal color and I want to print both animal color. So for example, if I print 1 minute dog color. So dog color is color. That means what is going to print is only color black. But I want to print animal color. But how I can go refer the animal color? Color is simply here. We can type like this, and here we can mention super. We can mention super. 1 minute small. So we can mention super. So like this. So like this we have written a one simple program. Now we need to create the object for that particular classes. So class name test super one, and here for the dog class I am creating dog d is equal to new dog. So I create the object, and with the help of that object d I am calling the display method. So I am calling display method. Now automatically let us see, let us compile and execute the program. Let us see the output of this program. So program is successfully compiled, and now the output. So see here, dog color is black and it's showing the, so here rather than dog color we need to mention that is animal color. So small change, again recompile the program. Now execute. So it's showing dog color is black, animal color. So how we can refer the superclass variable color is from the child classes with a reference variable called as the super. So super is the reference variable for the parent class. So like this is point in the current class object. Super is also pointing to the parent class object. Super is always referring the parent class. So this is the first purpose of the super. So what is the second purpose of super keyword is superclass can also use it to invoke immediate parent class method. Let us try that modification also. Now here what we can do is the same void display method we can provide here also. Let us remove this dog color, and here also remove the way, because we are at the parent class there is no need of mentioning again so animal color. Now what we can do is rather than printing this way, now here what we can do is super dot display. So super dot display. So super dot display. Let us compile this program. So see here. Now what is happened? Doc class created. When I call d.display, doc class display method is called, and inside the display method, I am calling the what display method of the parent class by using the super dot display. It is calling the parent class method. So this is how I got the output animal. So this is the second purpose. Super keyword can also used to call the parent class methods. Let us, so this is the second purpose served. And the third purpose, super can also be invoked to the parent class constructor. Let us see that purpose. So now what we are doing is just remove this statement also. Let's remove this statement. And now let us see, now we have required one, let us put this particular statement. Let us have one constructor here, animal, and let us print some message. Animal class. So now I have animal as a constructor. I am not calling. So let us remove these all the methods. I have in my animal class only animal constructor. I am not calling that constructor, but automatically how the compiler. So or we can also call from our method. Now here you can simply mention super off. Let us see what is going to happen. Let us compile the program. So it is showing an error. So call to the super must be the first statement in the constructor. So we cannot use in the method. So we have to write our doc class constructor. So here what we can do is we can mention super. Now let us compile the program. So that is now automatically see what happened when I create the doc class object. Automatically the doc class constructor has been called. From the doc class constructor, what is the statement I have is here super of. Then it is automatically calling the animal. So like this, from your child class, you can also call the parent class constructor also with the help of a keyword called as super. So this is the third purpose of the super keyword. So totally there are three purposes. One is super keyword used to refer the parent class instance variable, and second one is super keyword also used to invoke the parent class method, and third one is also used to call the parent class constructor also. These are three purposes which are there. So these are the programs now we have discussed already in this session. So next topic is, for example, I already told in the previous topic, for example, in a class, if there is no constructor, then automatically compiler will place the constructor, it will inside a place a keyword called as super off. While discussing about default values, I have discussed about this particular topic. So if you are not given any constructor, the compiler is going to provide a constructor called default constructor. At the time of constructors, we have discussed this particular topic. So for that, the simple example program, here let us see, I have a doc class constructor, I am not having any super off, but automatically the output what we got is animal is grade. Why? Because if you are not provide the super keyword, the compiler is inside the doc class constructor, it will provide a keyword called as super off. Then it is automatically called the animal class constructor. So this is how the program is going to be executed. So next topic is order of the constructors are going to execute. For example, if you are having class A and class B and class C, then what is the order of the constructor? The main base class is your base class is class A. From class A, class B is inherited. From class B, class A is inherited. Now, what is the order of the constructors is, let us see. First, what is going to be happen is, first the class C constructor is going to execute it. Then after that, the class B constructor. Then after that, the class A. For example, let us, this is called as constructor chaining. One constructor is calling the another constructor. So for that, Let us see one example program. See here, I have a class A program is there, and class B is extended by class B, and the B class is again extended by the C class. Now here in my main method, I have only created the object for the C class only. But what is the output we got? The first output we got is inside S constructor. Why? Because while we are creating the C class object, C constructor is going to call. Again, the C constructor, there is a statement called as super of. It will call the its parent class. What is the parent class for class C? B. So that's why B constructor is called. Again, the B class constructor also there will be a keyword called as super of. Then that particular super of keyword is called A. Who is the parent for B class? A is the parent. That's why A class constructor. So that's why if you are having multi-level analysis, which constructor is going to execute first is the base class, the main parent base, whichever the base class will be there, that will be executed. So parent will execute it first, and immediate parent after that child will be executed. So like this, this is the order of the instructions. So by this we are completed about the super keyword. So basically what is super keyword? To refer the parent class or variables, to refer the parent class methods, to refer the parent class constructors, we can use the super keyword. Super keyword is going to refer the parent class. So thank you very much.